We all know that feeling of excitement. Excitement for the weekend. Excitement to get high, hammered, fucked up with the boys. Our friends. But let me tell you a little secret. These are not your fucking friends. Just because you do some destructive habit together does not mean you're friends. Friends don't allow each other to kill themselves. Friends don't allow each other to poison, to destroy themselves. I know it seems normal because in the West we've normalised going out partying, we've normalised drug use, we've normalised drink. But this shit is not normal. In a true friend group, they seen their friend about to take some pill they'd slap out of their hand. In a true friend group, someone said, yeah, let's all get drunk, let's all get wasted. They tell that motherfucker to wise up. You see, the social aspect, it hides the destructiveness. Because it seems like fun, because it is. Socializing is always fucking fun. But then too many of us, we confuse the socializing with the drug use, the socializing with the drink. So we think, oh, it's the drink that's fun. It's the nightclub that's fun. It's that pill that's fun. No, it's the other people that is fun. That was always my favourite part of the night out. Talking to people. And it's yours too, you just don't realise it. Think about what you're doing in the night out. Imagine you were doing that in your own room alone. It'd be pretty fucking sad, wouldn't it? You know, maybe some of you are already at that point, doing drugs on your own. I know I was the kind of person who said, why would you do that? It's boring. And of course, I end up doing it on my own. I'm sure some of you can relate. This happens a lot with partying and drug use. It develops worse and worse and worse. You do so many things you say you wouldn't do. This includes in friend groups. See, these friend groups, they're built on a toxic habit. So of course, it's going to be full of toxicity. Me and my friends had so many bullshit arguments over nothing. There was so much suspicion between us. Maybe if your friend went and got all the drugs, maybe you thought he stroked you. You were wondering, did I get stroked? Did my friend take this shit? If he was your true friend, you wouldn't be wondering this shit. And when there was a big group, it was even worse. It was like all these groups kind of mixed into one, all just getting fucked up, pretending like we're friends. But then everyone would be stealing from each other, everyone would be talking shit about each other. This is the reality of building relationships through toxic fucking habits. Of course, as they say, birds of a feather flock together. And that's all it is. You're wearing the same feathers, you're doing the same horrible habits, so you're coming together and you think, oh, that's my mate. That's my bro. But as soon as you change your feathers, as soon as you grow, you lose the flock. They all fuck off. I'm sure some of you know this. For some people, when they change, their old flock, their old friends, they hate on them. They put them down. They say, what the fuck are you doing, you weirdo, you loser? You're hardly getting sober. I was lucky. My friends didn't do this, at least not to my face. Maybe some of them did talk shit about me getting sober behind my back. But at least to my face, they congratulated me. They said well done. And inspired a lot of them to drop drugs too. Now none of them took that massive step and got completely sober. And that's why I fell away from most of these people. I maybe talk to like one or two of these people. You know, from the time when we had that big, massive group, before I was really, really crazy about doing drugs, I just did it here and there. You know, every few weeks I'd do hard drug, but every week I'd be partying. Every week I'd be drinking, every week I'd be smoking weed with that drink. So it was the same fucking thing. When we had that big group, 10, 11, maybe like 12 people, sometimes more. Do you know how many of those people I still talk to? One. And even that one guy I barely even see, because he's still smoking weed, he's still drinking, and I don't fucking do that shit. I will not go out with a bunch of people poisoning themselves. I will not go out with a bunch of people getting high. I don't want myself being brought down. I'm telling you, that whole path, that whole life, it's not worth it. It'll bring you misery, bring you sadness. You will never, ever, ever achieve your fucking goals if you're doing that shit or if you're around that shit. You know what me and my friends do now? We work out together. That's our high. That's where we get our high from. We go and train together. We run. We do sprints. We spar. We hit pads together. We hit the gym. We hit weights. This is what we're supposed to do. Think about thousands of years ago. We go out and hunt together. Sure, it's nice also to go out, just have a chat, just have a coffee. But I'm telling you, there's nothing like going out and training together. Two of the best natural highs, exercise and socializing mixed together. Make some of the greatest experiences you'll ever have with no downside. Because sure, one high might feel better. You might find this drug, oh yeah, this is my drug, it feels great, I've never felt so good in my life. But then the next day you're in tears. The next week you're feeling for more. And you'll never get enough. You'll maybe never get that high again. Exercise, socializing, they have no downsides. So join a gym. If you don't have friends to work out with, join a fucking gym. Do some MMA, play some tennis, boxing, whatever. I personally do MMA. And those best days is on the sparring days where everyone comes together. We're all talking, we're all socializing, we're all training. Everyone walks out there happy as fucking Larry. Nothing can bring anyone down when they're in that state. Nothing. I know you can't stay there forever. But if the only highs you're getting is from a buy, from a ball, no wonder your life sucks. That's hell on earth, and I don't wish it on anyone. You need to get out of that life, because these highs are fake. Nothing good is fucking fake. Man, you all know when you were younger, you were dissing people. Oh, look at his fucking fake shoes. It's the same with these highs. God gave you natural highs to use, to love. But they're saying, no, I want more. We're like little fucking babies saying, no, I want more. And then the universe says, sweet. But it's like signing the deal with a devil. There's always a downside. There's always a hidden agenda. That small print that we don't see in the moment. But it builds up and builds up till the print's massive and we can't ignore it anymore. And you're thinking, fuck, I hate my life. I want to die. I can't cope. The answer is to get sober, to get clean, to start implementing good habits, replacing that bullshit with good habits like reading, like socializing, like exercising, like watching these videos. See, the content you consume is massively important. I used to watch crime shows and movies. I used to love that shit. And look what the fuck I was drawn to as I started watching more self-improvement, more guys talking about shit like I'm talking about. Guess what happened? I started to change.